This video is brought to you by my lovely patrons over on Patreon. I would like to give a huge shout out to Anina, Clay, Mariah, Maddie, Idali Stray, Thomas, Tara, Zoe, Zuzia, Ainsley, Sabine, Jimma, Bailey, Azzy, Jacqueline, Monica, Jordan, Green, Lizzie, Willow, Danny, Blessing Avery, Maddie, Alexia, B, Max, T, Taylor, M, Lovely, Antonina, Anna, Valen, Ali, Obsessed, Brianna, Nicole, Carnations, Kristen, Tequila, Autumn, Emily, Sarah, Vanessa, Nini, Nura, Matcha, Ava, Yasmin, Leah, Kayla, Ali, Ginny, Vika, Inez, June, Elizabeth, Penguin, Sammy, Roland, Rose, Lydia, Mila, Adrian, Lexi, Bana, Chi, Madison, Beck, Jemiah, Mads, Rachel, Daisy, Honeybee, Jade, Hooves, Rose, Alice, Cadence, Sponge, AJ, Kate, Jay, Praxid, Nicole, Terry, Hallow, Rebecca, Allison, Jacqueline, Jacaria, Mina, Lilith, Ange, Jasmine, Lizard, Kiki, Illyria, Lady Demista, and Zebra. If you would like to support the channel and get some pretty cool perks such as weekly exclusive audios and novel readings, the link is in the description. Hey, doors open, unlock, Hi, thank you for coming. You have no idea how much it means to me. Yeah, and I know you're busy, and I know that it's such a strange request, but thank you so much for doing it. It will all make sense in a second. Yeah, so, do you want anything to drink? I have water, I have lemonade, I have chai tea, I have... No? Okay, all right, that's totally fine. Do you want anything to snack on? I have some beef jerky, I have some roasted peanuts. No to that too. Okay, totally fine. Totally fine. So, you do have a preference of where you want to sit? The couch is pretty comfy, but also so is that futon over there. Okay, yeah, sure. All right. And are you sure you don't need anything else? Okay, good. All right. So, and let me just let me settle in here to the spot. Okay. Welcome to my humble abode. I don't know. I just kind of want to have some sort of intro. I feel like there should be some sort of small talk here before I actually get into it, but I guess there's really nothing to do with that, right? I guess you know why you're here. I asked you to come over here for one reason, and so what did you think? Please, I want you to be as honest with me as you possibly can. I will take any criticism you give me. Please, just true, unabashed, blunt honesty. Yes, and in fact, anything bad, bring that to the forefront too, because if you don't tell me the honest truth, the God's honest truth, I will never be your friend again. Sorry, that's just the rules that I've made in the moment now. Okay, maybe I'm overdoing it a little bit, but you will understand why I'm saying all of this after you tell me how you feel about it. So, all right. I'm so nervous because, your opinion means the most to me out of anyone. Don't act surprised. It absolutely does. Your taste is immaculate, and I've said that since we were kids. So, yes. Who else can I talk about Reanimator with and agree with me that it is a classic cinematic experience? Nobody else. So come on. All right. Hit me with it. And Say you're lying right now. Look at me and say that statement you just said again. Honestly, I don't think I've ever heard you say that. Ever. One time. No notes. You are someone who always has at least one note. And you promise me you are telling the truth. So does that mean you really liked it? I am literally blown away. I don't know. Because we talk about media so much together and we like to rag on stuff. And I know what your standards are for everything, for music, for films, for art, and most importantly, for novels. So I know that this is the highest possible praise you can possibly give. And I am just kind of in shock. I wasn't expecting this. Man. So you really did like it. That is amazing. That is so good. Well, good transition. Now that you have told me that, you do deserve an explanation as to why I emailed you a manuscript at 2 a.m. and said, hey, I kind of need you to read the entirety of this thing in the next 24 hours. One, very specific time restraint there. Why is that the case? Two, why did I message you at 2 a.m? You know me. I'm a little good boy. I'm asleep by 10 p.m. every night. Most nights. So why am I doing that? Well, that's a good question that will be answered right now. I got an email. I did. I got an email from my agent. And I had finished this manuscript about a month ago. And they started sending them out basically right after I finished. Immediately after I finished. And I guess it caught the eye of someone because it is going to be published. It is going to be ordered. And it is going to be on shelves in the winter. So the reason that I asked you whether or not you liked it is because if you didn't like it, I would not have gone through with it and I would have reworked it because I'm going to tell you why, because I trust you. I trust you completely. You have always been such a good advisor for my art, and I have tried to do the same for you. And it just wouldn't have felt right if I put out a product before getting your golden stamp of approval. It's not a product, obviously. It's a piece of art that I really care about and I actually really enjoy. And it's with characters that I put a lot of heart into. So thank you for seeing that. And I don't know. I know that you had to have loved it because I've never heard that glowing of a review from anyone, and that's from you, and that's simple of one as well. Anything, all questions are open. Please do. Yeah, you think that you like that character? I don't know. It was weird. Because so when we start going down the rabbit hole, I thought that daydream hallucinations were the way to go about it. I don't know, something about that really appealed to me, and it felt like something that wasn't really tapped into in a lot of stories. And I don't know, she just kind of fell right into my hands. Yeah. I have an attachment to her name too. There was a very specific reason that I used that name. And now I see the look on your face. And I am slowly starting to realize that I have talked myself into a trap, because you already know it. And yeah, I know. No way I'm getting out of this. All right. Well, it's obvious though, right? Yes. Her name is your name, just with all the letters mixed up. And she is very heavily inspired by you. And she is written that way because that is how I view you, as a magnificent, ethereal being who is only present in my dreams or in my daydreams, because I don't know if I'm worthy of her presence in other scenarios. Yeah. I mean, how could I not, right? You are not only someone who I love and appreciate on a friendship level, but you have effectively, although I'm surprised that it took you this long to catch on, because you've always been my muse. Yeah, in everything I write and in everything I make, I always try to either implement some personality trait of yours and make it imperative to the story, or implement you onto a character, like some vital part of their personality will take after you. Or if it's literal art, sometimes I will think about a memory that we have together. And yeah, exactly. That was the first piece that I ever sold, and I totally knew it was because of the dinosaur cloud. I'm honestly impressed that you remember that. Go ahead. I'm certain that it will not be more embarrassing than what I just put myself through. I look fine on the outside, but I am sweating profusely on the inside. And the only reason I'm not sweating profusely on the outside is because it's freezing. Now, that's a surprise. I don't know. I guess I never really took the time to try and analyze it through that lens and see if there was any part of me in your art, because I'm always just so blown away at how amazing it is, and how brilliant it is, that I guess I inherently assumed that there could never be a part of me that inspired anything or is infused within the piece, I guess. So do you mean we should follow each other on Twitter so we can be mutuals? Mutuals. Mutual muses. It's funny, I think. It could also not be funny, but wow. This is a night, right? This is a night for the record books. I'm getting published. We've made a mutual confession to each other about how we feel. Now, if only there was a proper way to end the night. And I simply can only think of one proper ending that would work. But I don't know if you would be up for it or not. And that's how I know that we're mutuals, because you read my mind. So, what do you want to do? I don't know. There's so much to do. Everything feels new. Everything feels great. I don't know, man. I'm down for anything. And hey, I should tell you, the advance that I'm going to get on this thing, we should be looking at new apartments. That is assuming that maybe you would be interested in moving into a loft with me, working on our art together, making it a palace of creativity and love, if I can even go as far as to say that, maybe. I would only want that type of palace to be created with you. I don't know. Yeah, we can totally talk about it. I didn't think I was gonna go down the sci-fi horror route, but I don't know. Something about it just called to me, and I could not have been happier with the result of it. It just, I'm not gonna say that it's like a thing that would warrant sequels or anything along those lines, but I just love how